Welcome back. It's another week of the Miles High Club. I am super excited to be back. It's the last week of the year for the regular season. The picks are done. Then we're going to be doing playoff picks the next couple weeks, and then the Super Bowl, obviously. But before we get into that, obviously it's Chiefs week, so it's always business. Got the polo on, got the glasses on. Strictly business this week. Even though they are playing their backups, I don't care. We got to make the playoffs. We're going to make the playoffs. I'm excited. Then, I hope you got a great gifts. And then, if you did get any gifts, I hope your gifts came with Game Face. I hope Game Face was in your gift basket. I know some people got it from me. So, why not? If you're still paying full price for these things, what are you doing? I got a promo code. Hit your boy up. I got you. Anyways, hit me up, money_miles13, all social media platforms. And then I got some new additions to the Miles High Club. First, great Christmas gift from my wife, number one in your heart. She got us Funko Pops, Nikki Bands, and Money Miles. And if the glare wasn't there, you would see that each of them have a Broncos shirt on. Pretty hot, not gonna lie to you, pretty hot. Then the next addition from J. Will himself, my big brother. Hey, that's going on the wall. You know that. We got to find a place for that somewhere on the wall, obviously. And then, I got some more Game Face stuff. Shout out them. But tell me what your favorite gifts are. Let's get into it. Also, before we go, I don't know why all these people are so upset that Pat Mahomes didn't make the Pro Bowl. That's funny because you know what? He's actually going to make the Pro Bowl because first the Broncos are going to beat the Chiefs this week. Then the Broncos are going to beat the Bills going into Buffalo. Then the Broncos are going to go into the Chiefs in the playoffs in the divisional round and get the win. And then guess what? Patrick Mahomes, you could be an alternate. There you go, brother. There you go. But let's get into the picks. Back to you guys. Let's go. Cleveland at Baltimore. I think it's like a 19.5 point favorite, which is just insane to me in football. But I think they're starting Bailey Zappi. It's not going to go well. I got Baltimore beating Cleveland, and Baltimore's going to be the division winner for NFC North. Then the Bengals at the Steelers. For some reason, I feel like people don't understand. Like, Steelers just played a really good people in the last 3 weeks. And I think people just left them, just trying to thought, oh, they're not that good. Well, the Bengals defense sucks. I mean, I know their offense is amazing, but if TJ Watt can just make a big play, or Patrick Queen, Minka Fitzpatrick, one of them just make a play, the Steelers are going to win this game. So I'm picking the Steelers to beat the Bengals, and it's at home. I just don't see it. I don't see how the Bengals win this one, and it helps the Broncos out. So I'm super happy about that. Then Panthers going into Falcons. Panthers are playing very well. I still don't believe in Michael Penix. I feel like they did my boy Kirk Cousins wrong, but I think the Falcons are just a better team, and they're playing for something. The Panthers, if they're smart, they don't win here to get better picks. Next, Commanders going into the Cowboys. Commanders need to lock up the 6th seed, and I think they go in to play the Rams, or maybe even the Buccaneers, because I think the Rams are resting their players, which I don't see that. I don't see why they're doing that. But anyways, the Commanders are I think the Commanders beating the Cowboys here, because it makes sense for the Cowboys to lose again, because they get better picks. Bears at Packers. For some reason, I'm not picking it, but this is like a trap game to me. Caleb Williams just going ballistic in Lambeau Field for some reason. Just something I don't know. I'm not saying I'm picking it, but I do like the Packers to win here. But just it is something the storybooks would say would really be funny for the Packers to happen, because they haven't lost them in a very long time. But and the Packers are playing their starters for no apparent reason. But anyways, Texans going to the Titans. A lot of you guys, I said in the beginning of the year, Texans, I haven't been playing well all year. And then they just came off of this terrible game against the Ravens over Christmas. And I really think the Titans are going to win here. So I'm taking the Titans at home Tajay Spears, make a play for me. Nelson Akine, or whatever the heck his name is. Westbrook Akine, that's his name. Hope you get a 80-yard touchdown or something like that. Maybe put you in an anytime score. Then Jags going into the Colts. If I'm the Jags, I want to lose. If I'm the Colts, I want to lose. Neither of you guys can make the playoffs, so whoever loses just gets a better pick. But I'm taking the Colts to beat the Jaguars because they're at home. And Pat McAfee has been just destroying them ever since the Broncos beat them. Then the Bills going into the Patriots. I think the Bills are starting their players like the first quarter or two. And I think they're going to get a nice lead. And then Mitchell Trubisky is just going to play it out and get a W there. So I like Mitch. I like the Bills beating the Patriots, even though it is in New England, and I think New England's got the number 1 overall pick, so they're not going to win. So, well, they're not going to want to win, even though they don't play like that. But be smart, guys. Be smart. Gerard Mayo's smart, even though he might lose his job. Yeah, just take the first overall pick. Giants at Eagles. Eagles are resting Saquon and some other players. The Giants played very well last week, and I like my boy Drew Lock, but I'm not picking against the Eagles, unfortunately. I really want to, but I'm not going to. But Drew Lock, please, for the love of me, I would love that for you guys. And if the Eagles, obviously the Giants want to lose because they get a better pick, but just having the Eagles lose before the playoffs, I love that. Saints going into Tampa Bay. Saints is, Tampa Bay is just very, very good. I mean, I just don't see how this game is even close. Whatever the spread is, whatever the max points to Tampa Bay, over on that, over on whatever I might double the points. This game's going to get out of hand very fast. Mike Evans, anytime touchdown score, put it in your docket. Then Chargers at the Vegas Raiders. If the Steelers win, this game means nothing to the Chargers, so they could potentially bench their players, but unfortunately I'm making these picks on Friday, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm just going to play it that they're going to play some people, and just the Raiders just want to lose, so I'm taking the Chargers to beat the Vegas Raiders here. But I can definitely see Raiders raidering and winning, and then now they have like the 7th overall pick instead of the 2nd, which is hilarious for the AFC West. And then the Seahawks going into the Rams, and I don't think, and Matthew Stafford I don't think is playing, and I love Jimmy G, but the Seahawks have a lot of incentives to play for this week. I don't know if you guys seen that. I'm sure you guys saw that on Facebook and all that stuff, but they got a lot of incentives this week, so I like the Seahawks actually going into the LA and getting the Rams. Geno Smith is one of those guys that get an incentive. I think it's like a $2 million incentive, which is insane. So I'm taking the Seahawks there. Then the Dolphins going into the Jets. This game is interesting because Tua's hurt again. I don't know what's happening there. Maybe they're just thinking, let's just go till next year and let's get a good draft pick. We might lose some players, so let's get some good draft picks. So I got the Jets winning here. Aaron Rodgers could be his last game, and I don't see him losing it. I think Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams are going to go crazy. Whatever their overs are, take them. Take them. I got them. I got the overs on them. So Jets beating the Dolphins. Then 49ers beating the Cardinals. 49ers at the Cardinals. I have the Cardinals winning. Sorry about that. Sorry, 49ers fans. I don't think you're starting Brock Purdy. I don't know what that's about. Again, another thing. Why? I don't know why these people are resting, but it's only because I think it's because you want a better draft pick. You're not resting these players just because they're hurt, because they played all last week. So I got the Cardinals winning here, and I think Kyler Murray has an incentive too for rushing, so take the over on that. Then the Vikings going into the Lions. Boy, this is a game. I love this game. It's gonna be a glorious Sunday Night Football. I think it's going to be, the over is like 56.5, which is insane. Sounds like a trap to me. But I am taking it. I mean, I have to take it for funsies. But yeah, I like the Vikings. I mean, I like the Lions beating the Vikings. I don't know why everyone is like, oh, they got a lot of injuries. But have they lost? I mean, they've lost 2 games this year. Like, Dan Campbell's not gonna let these guys come out and lose this game. So I got I got the Lions here. And then last but never ever least, it's your boys. The spread right now, I think, is 10.5. I say easy money. I don't know why all these Broncos fans are so worried about losing, but for some reason they are. But I have the Broncos winning here, and it's going to be convincingly. I mean, whenever we've been the favorites, we have won this year, so fun fact, and we have one of the best records at home this year. So I don't see how we lose this game. I think we're able to rest our starters in the fourth quarter. That's how nice this is going to be. I think we're going to be rested for Buffalo, and I'm excited. Game Face, Miller Lite, holla at your boy. Got to sign off with a little sip. You know that for sure. See you guys next week when the Broncos are in the playoffs.